The Chamber recalls assurances by the government in 2017 that the then 10% increase in social insurance was a one-off after so many years without an increase, and that future increases would be in line with inflation. Despite this, the Chamber highlights a further increase of 10% in 2018, 4 times the rate of inflation at the time. In other words, it says a total increase of 20% in just over 15 months. Now the Chamber says the government is seeking to burden the taxpayer once again with very significant increases in social insurance of between 20 and 100% when inflation is currently running at just 1.4%. This, it points out, comes at a time when a large number of businesses are on the verge of collapse after having had to endure their worst year of trading in living memory. The Chamber says many businesses that survive these increases will be forced to cut jobs in order to be able to pay for them. The result, therefore, will not only be a rise in unemployment, but also a failure to give the economy the type of stimulus it needs right now, which it says is counter to all the good work that came from CLAC and beat measures. The Chamber says despite the Chief Minister's numerous references to the private sector as being the engine of the economy, the government continues to increase the cost of doing business in Gibraltar to the point where many are struggling to survive. The Chamber reminds the government of Sir Joe Bolsano's comments before the pandemic hit about the rising costs of the public sector, which the minister said are impossible to sustain economically and difficult to justify socially, even without Brexit. It urges the government to rethink the increases in social insurance, to implement efficiencies and to rein in public expenditure before it comes knocking on the door of an already struggling private sector to bail out public finances. This, the Chamber says, must happen so as not to imperil Gibraltar's financial position further at a time when our future is far from certain.